Okay, this one is problem 6-2A, and what we're doing is using the same data set of midnight supplies from 1A, only now we're going to do it under LIFO. And so I am once again going to do the problem under both the periodic and perpetual. And so for that, here is the data set from the first problem, and I'll take that out and show you under LIFO. So under LIFO, what we're doing is we're selling the newest units of inventory. So this 125,250 units that we sold came initially from the March 25th, and then from the March 5th, and then the February the 10th, and then onward and upward. So we're solving once again for the 11,250 units, and those units are going to be the oldest units in stock. So we have the 7,500 that we started the year with at a total cost of $75 per unit. Then, in order to make up our total of 11,250 units, we've identified 7,500. That leaves us 3,750 to identify, and that is going to come from the January the 10th, giving us at $85 per unit for a total of 318,750. That gives us a total ending inventory value of 881,250 and a cost of goods sold of $11,021, $11,021,250. All right, and so since I did that so fast, I'm just going to continue the recording and go on to FIFO under a perpetual inventory system. Okay, so let me go ahead and take all that out and that out. And then I'll erase this. There we go. Okay, so we started the year with, on January 1, the 7,500 units, and then we made that purchase. So on the first sale of January 28th, now we're selling we're selling 11,250, and that 11,250 is going to come completely out of the purchase from January 10th at $85 per. And what does that leave us? Well, it leaves us still untouched the January 1 inventory at 7,500 units at $75 per. And then we have left over, because we sold 11,250, we have 11,250 of the $85 per, and that's the batch of inventory that we have when we make our next sale. And our next sale is on January the 30th. and that is a sale of $3,750. And that also is going to come from the batch from January 1. And what does that leave us? Well, we still have all untouched the January 1 inventory. And now from the January 10th inventory, we had 11,250. We just sold 3,750, leaving us with 7,500. That cost us the $85 each. And that's what we have in ending inventory when we come to the next sale. And the next sale is going to be on February the 5th. And that sale is 1,500 units. And that also is going to come from the batch that we purchased on the 10th of January. So we still have untouched the January 1st inventory. Now, out of the January 10th inventory, we had 7,500. We just sold 1,500 of them, leaving us with 6,000 at $85 per. And this is now what we have in ending inventory. So then we make the February the 10th purchase of 54,000 units, costing $87.50. So that batch now has three what are known as LIFO layers. So we have three layers. The January 1 that we started the year with, what's left over out of the January 10th batch, and now this new batch from February the 10th. So then on the 16th, we're going to sell on February 16th 27,000 units. And that unit, last in, first out, is all going to come from the 10th. And what is that going to leave us? So that's going to leave us with, once again, the layer from January 1 as well as the layer from January 10th. So both of those layers are the same. And what is left out of our February the 10th batch? Well, we started with 54,000. We just sold 27,000, leaving us with 27,000. And that is going to be at $87.50 for a total of $3,232,500. Then on February the 28th, we're going to sell 25,500 units. And that also is going to come from the $87.50 batch. So what does that leave us? Well, we have all of the January the 1st, as well as all of the 10th. And what do we have left from here? So let's see. This one is going to remain the same. And this one, we had 27,000. We just sold 25,500, leaving us with 1,500. So that's what we have in ending inventory. 1,500 units. Oh. And that has a total value of $131,250. Then we make the purchase on March the 5th of 45,000 units. And that when we get to the March 14th sale of 30,000 units, that is all going to come from the March 5th at $89.50. And now what are we left with? Now we have 4 layers. We have all of the January 1, we have all of the January 10th, and we have all of the remaining February 10th inventory. And that's a total value of there we go. And that's those total values. And what do we have left out of the oops, we have one more. We have the March the 5th, which we had 45,000. We just now sold 30,000 of those, leaving us with 15,000 at $89.50. And then on March 25th, we buy one last batch of 7,500 units at $90 per. And then we make one last sale. We're going to sell on March the 30th 26,250 units. So which units are those that we're going to sell? Well, we're going to sell all of the remaining 7,500 units at $90 per. Then we're going to sell all 15,000 that cost us $89.50. I'll put those numbers in later. All 1,500 units remaining from the February the 10th sale. And then that's going to total 24,000, and we sold 26,000. So the 26,250 minus the sum of what we've already identified, it leaves us 2,250 250 units. So this one was the 8750, and this one was the 85. And what does that leave us in ending inventory? That leaves us all of the January is untouched. And from the January 10th, we had 6,000. We sold 2,250 of those units at 85. And this is an ending inventory no, this is 90. No, this is 85. Oh. There we go. If I extend that out, there we go. Of 181,250, and a total cost of goods sold of $11,021,250. So you can see under Perpetual, we come up with dramatically different, because under LIFO, we had $1,010,000 in ending inventory, and now we only have $881,250. And under the periodic, we had an ending inventory of 881, whereas under FIFO we had $1,010,000. So you can see we come up with different numbers, whether it is FIFO or LIFO or periodic or perpetual. All right, so I'll post this. Okay, so the very last one that I want to demonstrate is the same data set. So once again, we're going to be recording the 3-month period ending March 31st, and showing now how this all changes under both a periodic and a perpetual system for under weighted average. Okay, so under weighted average, what we're going to do here is we're going to take the total cost of goods available for sale, which for the 3-month period, for the beginning inventory and the 4 purchases that were made throughout that 3-month period, totaled 11,902,500, and we're going to divide that by the total units available for sale, which is 136,500. And that gives us an average cost per unit of $87.20. If we take that and multiply the 11,250 units that we have in ending inventory, we get a value of ending inventory at March 31st of $980,975, leaving us with cost of goods sold of $10,921,525. So that's under a periodic weighted average approach. All right. The same for the perpetual is every time we make a purchase. So we have here the beginning units that we started the year with of 7,500 units at $75 per. And then we have the January 10th purchase of 22,500 units at $85. That is a total of 30,000 units at a total cost of $2,475,000. So once again, dividing the total cost by the total number of units, we get an average of $82.50. So when we make the sale on January the 28th, it is going to be for an average unit cost of $82.50. That leaves us with ending inventory of we had 30,000. We've now sold 11,250. And we now have 18,750 left in ending inventory for when we make the next sale. And the next sale is on January the 30th. And that's going to be 3,750 units at an average cost, once again, of $82.50. And that leaves us with 15,000 units at an average cost of $82.50. Then, when we sell the February 5th 1,500 units, we are left with 13,500 at an average cost of $82.50, or a total inventory of 1,113,750. We then make the February 10th purchase. So now we have total units of 67,500 at a total cost of 5,838,750. Or once again, an average cost of $86.50. That is going to be when we make the sale on the 16th and again on the 28th. That's going to be what we have left. So our total number of units after that February 16th sale is 40,500 at a average cost of $86.50. Then we sell 25,000 units, 25,500 units, leaving us with 15,000 units at the average cost of $86.50. We then make a purchase on March the 5th. Now we have 60,000 units at a total cost of $5,325,000. That is an average cost per unit of $88.50, which is what we will sell on the 14th of March. That is going to leave us with 30,000 units at the $88.75. And then we make our last purchase on the 25th of 7,590. And now we have 37,500 units at a total cost of $3,337,500. And that is an average cost per unit of $89. And $89 is what we will sell, our final sale of the 3-month period, on the 30th, leaving us with $30,000 units at $89, or an ending inventory we sold on the 30th, not 7,500, 26,250. And that leaves us with 11,250 at a cost of $1,001,250. Total cost of goods sold of $10,901. And that is how you solve the problem under weighted average, both periodic and perpetual.